Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this video today we are going to look at cassava farming tips that a beginner should know. So all you have to do for me is to like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and then stay connected as I share more tips that can help you. So what are these? Why I'm making this video is because many people have shown interest in some of the previous video I've made on cassava production, right? There was one I gave an analysis of how you'll be able to make at least 10M in your project, and I'm making this video now to back up with that, because many people will just look at one angle of it and they'll make an investment decision that will not be wise at the end of the day. So I say, okay, let me make this video to give more explanation to the one that I've done before, so that anyone who is making a decision, he will make a decision like an expert, right? So we are going to be very brief in this video, but it's very important you watch to the end. So number one tip is start small. Start very small. So this is my camera. You need to come down. Okay, yeah. So you need to start small. Start very small. Now, why do I say start small? In that video, if you watch it, you will see that I explain that you can start with 3 hectares for you to be able to make at least 90 tons, right? But the problem is that you don't have that knowledge to be able to manage that kind of a project. And I can start with 20 hectares. I can do 50 hectares because I've been doing it for many years. So I know what to expect and what to do in many regards. But you are just starting. You don't have that knowledge. You don't know much yet. So if, for example, you go ahead and start a massive project of 3 hectares, or even 1 hectare is big, even 1 hectare is big, if you have never done it before, I can still advise you not to even do 1 hectare. You can do even one plot, 100 by 100 or 200 by 200 plots, very small, and then you watch how the project will go. It doesn't take time. Within 6, 7, 8 months you have learned, right? So you are a beginner. You need to learn on the job. You can't just learn by watching me on videos all the times. This knowledge of watching on videos will not help you until the day you get to the farm and do it yourself, right? But you have to start very small, very small, and watch the project. So if you can chase 1 hectare, is good. I can do 10 hectares, but and again, if you have money to employ somebody that have done it before to manage the project for you, which I'm not sure as a beginner you will be able to pay me to manage your project for you. But then there are other people that of course you can pay, right? You can pay that you can manage the project. That is if you intend to do plenty and you are a beginner. What I'm trying to say here is that your knowledge is not enough. You need to get knowledge from someone who has been into the business to be able to help you to do it correctly. You are investing big money, so you need somebody that can help you. I can only consult for you, maybe virtually, to not even be that I will be there, because I might not have time to come and manage your project or even see it. But then, that notwithstanding, I can give you tips, more tips. Okay, you start, I guide you through how you can do it. So from there, if I'm giving you day-to-day advice, weekly, monthly on the cassava, here you can do plenty. But if you just watch any video that says, okay, you can make 10 million, and you go and hire 10 plots, or you go and hire 5 hectares or 20 hectares and do it by yourself, you make mistake. You make mistake, and you face a big problem that will cost you so much. So you don't have to do that. I can guide you, but it's very important that you start what you can chase comfortably. So next tip is you need to know your consumers. Now, when I talk of consumers, we are looking at people who will be buying your end product, right? So they have specifications. They have what they need. Like in Benue, where we have companies that into starch production, they are owned by the Chinese people, right? So we sell to them at the end of the day. Now, because we are doing business with them, we understand the variety they need most. Of course, most times they buy everything once it's cassava, but then if you have that exact breed or variety they need, you also have more footings. You also know what you're doing, right? You have to know your customers. What do they want? If your target customers are people that are small scale gari processors, you know what you're doing. You can know what they need. You know what when they prefer you know which month they buy more, you know which month they buy less. When you understand those kind of things, you're able to plan with accuracy. You are not guessing, you're not doing guesswork, you're planning with according to knowledge. So what you're doing is not that you just wake up, watch one 20 minutes video and you do it big. No, you are doing because you have the knowledge of the market. You know that, okay, my customers, they will prefer to buy TMS 419, or they prefer to buy, you just know which one they prefer. Like if you're farming in the community, it's also good that you know what variety of cassava is popular in that community, because most times that is the one people need. So if you now bring in a new breed that they are not used to, you might struggle to sell it, right? You might struggle. But if you know them, just know what they need, know how much they have, how do they buy it. Do they buy in, in Nigeria some people sell in bags, those sacks, they'll just load it in sacks, right, and say, okay, this sacks is 20,000. Now if you go to other places, they load it in a pickup vehicle and say, okay, one pickup is 500,000, one pickup is 700,000, like that. So you also know the kind of, because many people don't buy in kg like we, because we are selling to a company that is a Chinese people. They can buy in kg. They can tell, okay, we need 1,000 tons, we need 1,000 metric tons, we need. So you can know. But in some other markets, they don't buy in tons. They will just look at the cassava, you remove it, you put it on the ground, you will see it. Maybe some people, they will just heap it. So you need to know all of these things. How are they buying it? How is it being done in your area? It's only when you know this that you'll be able to make a good decision, right? So don't joke with it. Know your customers very well. It's a very, very, very important thing. And then know your soil type. See, there are some cassava that can stay in the ground for 12 months, but there are some that cannot stay. I have somebody that I've consulted for recently. She has been into cassava farming for years, and she told me that each time she plant cassava, the cassava will get rotten. I think she has done it for 2-3 seasons. It will get rotten after a while. I say yes, it's because of the soil type. So because the soil type will not permit your cassava to stay in the ground for 12 months, what are you going to do? You can now plant a variety that you will harvest early. So once the cassava get to 7 months or 8 months, you harvest it. Because if you say you will leave it there for 12 months, you will lose your investment. I have lost it before like that. We planted cassava, and then actually the place was waterlogged area, so water came to that place, and the cassava tubers or cassava root down, they all got rotting. It was a huge loss. We had to just leave the cassava to be there, and then we went and maybe allow it after some time, the tubers formed back. We went and harvested some, but we lose a bigger part of the investment because of the area that we planted that cassava. And we learned that, okay, this area, if you are planting cassava here, you need to target that, okay, the river that is coming, the water can flood to this place, so we are harvesting at so time before the flood will come. You understand? So when you know your soil type, is it loamy soil, is it clay soil, is it sandy soil? So if the sandy soil, just like the name sound, sandy soil does not have a moisture content capacity holding, like it will not be able to hold water a long time. It's sandy, so any water that comes, it will just pass. So cassava that you plant in sandy soil, sometimes when it's dry season and you have excessive sun heat, the tubers will get rotten in the ground. The tuber, so you now know. But the sandy soil is cassava can do on all soil type. And so I just want to know, I want to explain to you so that you now know. You are not calculating, okay, my soil is sandy soil, my cassava cannot stay here for 12 months. By that time to get rotten. So once it's 8 months, you have started selling, you have started uprooting and selling it off, so that it will not get to a point where the soil is too hot and majority of the tubers have gotten bad. So you have to know your soil type. You can ask questions even if you don't know. You can take somebody, a soil scientist or anybody to the place, or if you call me and I have time, I can go to the place and tell you, okay, this our soil is loamy soil. Also, now even if you snap and send to me, I will also be able to say, okay, and tell you that, okay, this one is sandy soil, this one is loamy soil. So this loamy soil, this type of variety of cassava will do well on this loamy soil, so go and plant it. And here the cassava can stay for more than 1 month or even 1 year. We have cassava that stay in my place, they stay even up to more than 1 year in the ground and they will not get bad. So you have to know your soil type very well. It's very, very, very important. Don't guess it, because when you know your soil type, you know the duration your cassava can stay there, and you know which of the variety works better in that soil type that you have. So the fourth tip you have to know is you have to plant the right cassava. You see these cassava stems, you have to know which one you are planting. I've made, I think, is it my ebook on cassava farming or so, I've explained on all the type of cassava, their advantages, what they can do, their disease resistant capacity. Yeah, so when you know the right cassava variety, you know, so we have cassava sicknesses, diseases that affect cassava that reduces productivity. We have like cassava mosaic virus, right? Then we have so many sicknesses that can make your cassava not to produce. So for example, now there's a project I'm working on, 10 hectares. So if you do 10 hectares now, if you do 10 hectares of cassava now, and then at the end of the day you have infection on the farm that have attacked your cassava, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So you have to get the variety that is resistant to drought, number one, resistant to most of the sicknesses, the diseases that affect cassava. We have some cassava that are so rugged that even if there is no much water, the cassava will still strive, but we have some that cannot. So all of this, you can see that it requires knowledge. So if I share a video with you that you can make 10 million in cassava farming, it doesn't mean that if you don't have the knowledge you go and do it and make 10 million. No, you will not. You might end up losing your money and feel like, the guy just made a video to scam me. Oh, no, it's not like that. I motivate people to go into agriculture, but also tell them the truth. I don't just motivate you to go into agriculture, I also tell you the truth that, look, making money here, making money in this agriculture requires what? Knowledge. And this knowledge is not gotten from books. You can only get it when you are practicing. Cassava farming, at least we are the largest producers in the world, so we know much about cassava farming. But what you need now as a beginner, you're just coming in, you need knowledge. You need plenty knowledge, and the only way you can learn with accuracy is that you have practiced it. You have a demo farm, a small cassava farm that you have watched, you have practiced everything. Then you can now go large, and then you increase, right? You learned on year one you did only 3 plots. Okay, this year now, because the knowledge you have had, you can do 10 plots. Then you increase to 20 plots. Then you increase like that gradually. You even know how it's profitable business, not like I told you. Because from my own, okay, like now currently we are selling cassava for 150,000 per ton, but I've also know places or have heard of places where they are selling for 300 per ton per kg, which is almost 300,000 per ton. So you can see that if you are in that kind of location, or you can go to that kind of place to market your cassava. If you have 90 tons, guess how much you are going to make? 300,000 times 90. That is the amount. You make money way more than any other thing, but that money does not come easily. There is this woman in Nigeria that is into cassava production, that people used to share her story on social media, that she make for $20-something million yearly from her cassava farm. But it took her a very long time. She have mastered the art of cassava production. So that is how it is. So these 4 tips, I want you to count down and go work on them. Number 1 is start small. Number 2, know your consumers. Number 3, know your soil type. Number 4, plant the right cassava. Plant the right cassava. Like, let me just explain this point again. Like in my place now, when I make this, some people that don't know will be talking anyhow. Yeah, we have some cassava that does within 4 to 6 months. Yes. So these cassavas, we plant them in a swampy area. That is where we cultivate rice. Like now, as we are harvesting rice now currently, people are turning the rice farm immediately and planting cassava. So that cassava now, they will uproot it in the next 5 to 6 months, because they will need to plant new rice again during rainy season. So but because the place is waterlogged, the cassava can now do well tapping water that is from that place even without rain or irrigation, and still do well. Now that variety of cassava, you can't leave it for 12 months. It will get rotten. Maybe the water will come and even wash it away. So they plant it early. As they are harvesting rice now, they are digging the farm. They will plant it, no need for irrigation, the place is waterlogged already, it will do well. So these are the things that I feel I should explain to you. If you want to make 50 million from cassava, it's possible. If you want to make 30 billion from cassava, it's possible. But what you need is knowledge. So calm down, start small, learn. If you can employ experts to work on your farm, do it. Don't feel their money is too big. And that is why someone like me, I don't do much because I don't want somebody to feel that the guy is collecting plenty money. So I only advise that you learn it by yourself, but don't be in a hurry. Okay, you want to make 10 million in the next 2 years, so you just do big. No, just give yourself time and do it small. Cassava is 12 months. It's not plenty. When 1 year finish, you do it again. So thank you so much for watching this video. I remain Denison, your billionaire farmer, and there's my WhatsApp contact. You can reach out to me for consultation, inquiries, and many other things that you know. So subscribe to this YouTube channel, turn the notification bell on, so that as I drop content on agriculture, you always be notified and you come and watch. Remain blessed, and if you have a question, you can ask in the comment section. Thank you. See you in the next